Did this work? Only one way to find out. All right. YouTube looks like it's live. Twitch looks like it's live. Oh well, I already restarted their Vici. Yo, what's up, YouTube? Yep, I tried something new. Maybe I can't do it. I'll have to look more into it. But I tried going live off of YouTube, Twitch, and what's it called? Kick. Did not work out, but it's all good. Pretty sure I'm live on all three, or at least the two important ones. So, Bad Dog, Branch, Davians, how you doing? We are just vibing and chilling. Let me just make sure my streams are good. So we're back live on Twitch, and we're back live on... Actually, are we back live on Twitch? Yeah, we are. All right, we're good. At least I'm pretty sure we are. What's up, Edgar? How you doing? Brent, how you doing? Yeah, I attempted to do something. Well, you see, the problem with that is I'm on my PC right now, and you know what I might start doing is going back to streaming YouTube off my phone, but I don't have a way to listen to music. Or actually, no, wait. Yeah, yes, I do. So now, wait a second. Because I'm still trying to figure everything out. But Nadine, how you doing over there on Twitch? So let me see. Settings. No, I don't want that. Just hold on, because your boy is still new to this. Audio, buy rate, virtual camera, streaming. Ooh, okay, so I can do stuff like that. I'm going to have to figure that out eventually. It has been a while. I remember you. I remember that profile picture. You're doing Brent. That don't sound too promising. I never thought I'd die alone. So, well, I figured since we can't really do... Okay, wait, let me respace this. Well, actually, no, that was actually good. That wasn't my way. That's why that looked like that. Okay. Should be good now. Well, that's good, Nadine. Aw, Vici, I'm sorry about that, bud. I don't want a holiday in the sun. But for what we're going to do instead for today is do a little tier list, and then I'm just going to get hype. Yeah, we're back on YouTube right now. They're Trap Lord. But yeah, I tried going live on all three, and I think the lag worked itself out from what Vici said. School started and I don't want to go to school. I don't like school either. It's a holiday in Cambodia. It's tough, kid, but it's alive. It's a holiday in Cambodia. In my email. Here, let me get the email here going. Hello there. I need you from my nightmare. The shadow in the background of the morgue. The unsuspecting victim. Darkness in the valley. We can live like Jack and Sally if you want. Or you could always find me. And we'll have Halloween on Christmas. And in the night, we'll wish this never ends. We'll wish this never ends. Is that emo enough? But AA Wasser. So listen, chat, YouTube, and Twitch. We are on the howl for 1,200 subs today. We're 9 away. 9 subs away from 1,200, and I'm not streaming until we hit it. Oh, yeah. Do I like Botox? I do not. I also don't know who that is. I'm guessing that's a band. Honestly, I've never heard of them. I like Blink-182. I like My Chemical Romance. I like older emo music, I guess you could say. But I don't even consider that emo. I just consider that alternative or whatever. But Vici, you have a good one, fella. Also, here, wait, I'll message you on Discord real quick. Don't switch. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Put that over here. Did the stream sort itself out? And you know what? You caught me. I got Botox in the booty. Do you there, Colin? Temporary soothing facial wrinkle. Hey. I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one. Sometimes I sleep all day, cause I hate the sunlight. I love falling in reverse. Edgar, how we doing now? Edgar, I got a little something for you. A little, oh, something. I mean, I'm from America, if that's what you're asking there, Wasser. Do I vape gangster style? I don't vape. Not anymore, at least. I get the booty injections and lip injections. Stay fierce. Yes, Edgar. Hugh Jazz. Who's Hugh Jazz? Are they back? I don't think they're... I haven't seen them in a while. But, so, we're going to start this little tier list off. Is that you? Oh, you always make different accounts. I fucks with it. Or you rename your account a lot. Brentomania's running wild. Tom Selleck. Is that the... I know that name, but I can't think of... Tom Selleck. I'm having a blank with that. Yes, you did, Edgar. Yes, you did. So, we're going to start out the tier list a little bit. And again, I'm going to be... We were, before the stream started, 9 subscribers away from 1,200 on here on YouTube. And we're 800 or 8 away now. But yes, I'm going to have to mess around with my OBS a little bit more because I want to go live on Kick too. I might, well, so this is just music genres. Not, I could do like a band list. Hey, babe. There's the wifey. You okay? I love you. Is that who Tom Selleck was? A Whole Wide Holiday. Oh, yeah. So, maybe we'll do a couple music lists. We'll do, like, bands, and then we'll do, but this is music genres. I didn't make this one up, so. With that being said, first one is classical music. And, okay, so I know who Tom Selleck is. I like Magnum P.I. Magnum T.I. was a wrestler there, Brent. That's probably why you said that. Can I take a shot with you? Hold on a second. I'll be right back. It ain't alcohol. But we got the Mountain Dew. The Mountain Dew. La 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 la. Viking Sniper God. You have a good one, brother, and everybody in chat. If you want to watch some good gaming content, my man, Viking Sniper God in the chat. What can I do? I will pin this message for a little bit. The pinned message, the dude who sent that, Viking Sniper God, go follow his channel. He plays Call of Duty, he plays Fortnite with me. He's a good, genuine dude, and he's a good gamer. And dude likes the wilderness. He ain't your typical gamer. He actually goes and touches grass. He's one with nature. Go vibe with him. But, cheers, my man. I don't know what we're cheering for, but pinky's out. Woo! I'm all jacked up on Mount Dew, ma! Alright, let's get this tier list going. So the first genre of music is classical music. Mountain Dew me, you're darn tootin'. So classical music is one of those genres to where, aside from like Beethoven and Mozart, I couldn't name you any other musicians from this genre. But it always slaps. That's one of those things where you could just put that on whenever like you're like trying to, like if you're going to lock in on something, if you want to just be in a vibe, classical music's the way to go. You'll never see me put it on, but whenever it's on, doot 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 doot. So I'm gonna put this in B because I fucks with some classical music. Oh yeah, Colin. I was actually thinking about doing that on Wednesday, because this is coming Saturday for Bash in Berlin. I will be live. WWF, WWE, same thing. I mean, I'd categorize them all in the one thing, because they used to be called the WWF too. But classical music is for surely a B for me. Slaps. Another 10 years, huge ass. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? Country music. So, country music's my least favorite genre. I'm going to only give it an E, though. This is probably going to be the bottom of the list from what I'm seeing here. But I don't mind country music, but well, no, it's not that. I hate about probably 90% of country music. I like Johnny Cash. The Deeds recommended a couple good country songs, like Jelly Roll ain't bad. Weezer. If you want to destroy my sweater, hold this thread as I walk away. As I walk away, watch me unravel. I'll soon be naked. Lying on the floor, lying on the floor. I've come undone. If you said that. What are you talking about? I did say that. The Beatles, I don't really like the Beatles all that much. Like, you know, that's something else we'll do. We'll do bands next. I'll find a decent tier list. Disco music. I'm going to put disco music in. You know, I'll put them in B. Because again, disco music's one, like, it's a very rare occasion for me to, I'll even put it ahead of classical. It's very rare for me to put it on, but whenever it's on, like the Bee Gees, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to how. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Brett Hanson's taking #1 for sure if we're doing boy bands. Do up, do bop, bop, do bop, 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 do bop, do bop, bop, do bop, whoa, whoa, do bop, do bop, bop, do bop, do bop, bop, whoa, whoa. Ooh, yeah. You know what I'm thinking about doing? So, are any of you guys ever go on Kick, the streaming platform? Because I did my first one yesterday, and they don't give a fuck about you playing music on there or nothing. So one thing I was thinking about doing, like EDM or straight dubstep. Well, there's actually there's different categories. So dubstep, I'm putting in A. I love me some dubstep. Flux Pavilion, Skrillex, why can't I think? Zombax or whatever his name is, the dude who does Flying Spaghetti Monster. Actually, I'll put that in B because I can't really name that many dubstep artists. But yes, I love dubstep. I used to be way more into dubstep back in. Ozzy, you be quiet. I just took you out. Don't give me that. You pooped in the house today. I don't want to hear it. You're on thin ice. What, you want to become part of the stream? Come here. Chat, say hi to Oz. Mr. Ozfest. Alright. But I like dubstep a lot. It's just I don't know a lot. No, we're not going into A now. Like, we'll put you ahead of classical, and I might like disco a little bit more than you. Then EDM, I'm gonna put this here because EDM is, I would say EDM is like pre-dubstep, and it was a little bit weird. I mean, there were some good songs, like, you know, like I like the song Sandstorm. That's actually a bad interpretation. Is that so there, Wasser? Thank you. He's a Siberian Husky. You're good. Next, we got folk music. I'm going to put folk music down here with country. I guess I like country a little bit more. Techno. I mean, techno is technically EDM, I think. What, you're saying F? I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know, because I mean, I don't really know many folk music, so I guess actually that would go down there. I'm surprised like polka music's not on here or whatever. Oh wait, Wasser's saying D. Do I know 187? I do not. Next we got the hip hop. And so I'm seeing we got hip hop, mumble rap, pop rap, and then rap. 3 different versions of rap. So, you know, I'll have to keep that in mind. But hip hop is going in S tier. Whenever I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking of like, because I mean that picture looks like, I don't even know what that picture is actually supposed to be. Yate. No, I don't know who Yate is. But whenever I think of hip hop, see, I would put hip hop and rap in the same category. That's just me though, because I know there is like a distinct difference. But like, you know, and like pop rap, like I don't know. You see, like I don't understand why there's like 3 different ones. There's actually 4. Mumble rap too. You might have to go on a computer, I think. But I mean, are you sure? Because like whenever I look at here, wait, I'll go to a random. Ozzy, stop! Sorry, guys. So, this is a random YouTuber. There should be a option, like when we go to my page, it should say, you have to subscribe. No, what? Subscribe is in white, and then you press this join button. You press that join, and it pops up, and then it shows you all like the different stuff and everything. I want to get out of that so I don't accidentally subscribe. How much does this dude charge it for his? Bonkers, insane, nuts, holy moly. $25 a month. That is bonkers. How can you cry? The teardrops on my guitar, the only thing that keeps me wishing upon a wishing star. So we got jazz music now. LL Cool J. I like LL Cool J. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Get down. This or that. This or that. Billy Idol. I always get him and so Billy Idol, I'm pretty sure is a dude who sings Rebel Yell. Billy Joel's alright. He sings what's the matter with the clothes I'm wearing? Can't you tell that your tie's too white? But jazz music, I'll put jazz music in E. Just because there is a very, very, very rare occasion to listen to jazz music. I've only ever gotten the mood to listen to it once. And I was super stoned. So it probably won't ever happen again. So we got jazz. Like I said, I couldn't name you one jazz artist and Butters. All right, Vici. So right now we're just doing my tier list for genres, which I mean, it's very weird that there's 4 different rap genres in here. German music, du hast mich, du da. Miles Davis is jazz. See, that's like another thing too. Like sometimes Undertaker set up the chicken lover has arrived. K-pop's gonna go in D for me. I love me some Pink Black. Yeah, no, it's not that jazz. So, this is just my personal preference. I'm not saying, like, the only thing that's going to go in F for me is complete and utter trash. And I mean, it might be more better if I do artists as compared to genres. This is just how I rank. Because, like, realistically, I love just about every type of music. There's really not a genre out there that I absolutely hate. Because, I mean, even, like, country, I would have said I hated. But, like, ever since I did the music reactions, I've kind of gotten a little bit, on the, like, I'm not saying I'm a country fan, but, like, there's a few decent songs out there I could, like, vibe to. That's right. Queso! That's right! I'm Fat Queso! You better subscribe! You want to be one of the first 1,200? You could say you were here in the early stages. Oh, yeah, there, Red Devil. I think you were here yesterday, though. The power balance has shifted. The Dean, how you doing? The Dean, how's the Twitch stream going? Looking. And then next we got Metal. Metal's S tier for me. One of my favorite genres. I ain't no skinny queso. I'm proud of it. Look at my titties. Proud of it. Proud of it. One thing I might do, and I'm just thinking about this because, I mean, we've gained 1 sub since we started. Is there a G? There's not. Why? So, since I've started... Okay, I gained 2, so I mean, I guess it's not too bad. Because, I don't know why, but YouTube's just really weird on the computer as compared to my phone. And one thing that I might do is switch over to my phone. But we'll see when the Shane O'Mac theme comes on. If I could play that with like without getting copyright, like that's why like that's like the only downside to YouTube is that you can't play music. I'd consider I mean, hair metal's metal by name. I mean, a lot of the hair metal bands you could make an argument at least have metal songs, but like I wouldn't put like let's say Motley Crue in the same category as like Slayer or Pantera. But Pantera actually started out as a hair metal band. Well, you see, grunge isn't on here, and that's why like I'm going to go through this one a lot faster. Mumble rap, I'm going to put in D because there's some songs I like, but for the most part, mumble rap's pretty mid. Well, I guess I could try doing that to see what happens. But see, the only thing, well, actually, no, because so Vici, I'm glad I didn't even try doing it because I looked that up today. You could do 2 YouTube short streams, but you have to do 1 full screen and 1 vertical or like short stream. And because this one is already technically a short stream, I can't do another one. So I would have to stop this one to do that. But what I could do, and because it's just weird, the whole I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to OBS. But what I was thinking about doing, I wasn't going to turn this one off until maybe like a couple hours in. I'll do a couple of the tier list. I'll restart again. And then, because I can't turn the desktop. You should make OnlyFans. They're Black Loki. You want to donate to my Cash App now? We'll get a little OnlyFans shit start. You know what I mean? They're Black Loki. You about that life? All right, well, let's continue, though. Pop rap. So, I see that that's Drake, so I'm guessing when they say pop rap, they mean, like, the popular rap songs. Like, you know, the I don't know when I hunt like bling. Like, Kendrick Lamar, I guess, would have been pop rap. F tier. You see, me, I like some of the pop rap. I'd put it in C tier. Just because, like, but again, like, also, like, to me, I would put hip hop and pop rap and just put that in the same category because I feel like hip hop is more popular version of rap itself. And you know what? Pop rap isn't even going to be a thing. We're not putting it on the list. And hip hop is going to go down here. Because, like, I also feel like, you know, like Black Eyed Peas were hip hop. Who else? I mean, like that's like the popular rap songs. I feel like is what hip hop is. I mean, it might not be the actual true term, but like I feel like there's a big difference between rap music and hip hop music. Then we got pop music itself. See, I'm not gonna have any A's, which is weird. I think I'll put pop up here. Because I love, like, Prince is one of my favorite musicians of all time. What's up, Caden? I have nice hands. Yes, Lady Gaga. So, Nadine, here. I want to show you off of a different YouTuber's page. Let me put the brightness all the way up. So this is a GTA YouTuber named Waffloos. So this is this dude's page. It doesn't let me show on mine. And then you should see this button right here that says join. There'll be one that says subscribe, and there's one that says join. If you hit join, it should take you to a screen that looks something like this. And it'll tell you all the different options, you know. Like, now I have 2 tiers on mine, or 2 levels. So that's fun. Yay! But yeah, pop music, you know, I loved Katy Perry growing up. Oh, Edgar, look at that! No, I didn't. I kind of just like, because I had to clean up dog poop and everything, and before the stream, so like I had to like get all cleaned up and all that before I even got on stream, because I was gonna make, because you can make your own, and that's something I'm gonna do. I would do it on stream, but it would take forever with all the picture downloading and whatnot. But yes, Edgar, thank you, bud. And yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot. And I kind of forgot that the other day, Dario even said that if I wanted to, I could take his mod. I don't think I want to take his mod from him now, but I feel like you do deserve it. And between you, Chicken Lover, and Vici, and Best has been around a lot more often, but still though, that's the only reason why I give out so many mods, is because I want to make sure there's at least one active at all times. So that way, in case anything is getting really funky, somebody's here. But punk rock, S tier. Favorite music genre: Misfits, Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, Sex Pistols, Ramones. I mean, it's funny they put Green Day up there, because people hate calling Green Day punk, but I mean, they started out as a punk band. Yes, Queen of the Mods is Chicken Lover. Then rap. I love me some rap. That too, Edgar. That's right. If I ever do another sleep stream, which I might not, I don't know. We'll see about that. But rap music, you know, you got NWA, Wu-Tang Clan, Wiz Khalifa, Biggie Smalls, Tupac. That list could go on and on. The Dean, that's weird. It's still active. I mean, yeah, because it would be still active. Best, did you ever find it? Hey, babe. Can I see your phone real quick, just for like 5 seconds? I want to look on YouTube real quick to see if could you just click on my profile and see if there's an option to join? Okay, just making sure. You even Googled it. Yeah, I don't know. My wife said that it's showing up on her phone. All right. Hold on, chat. It doesn't come up on iPhones. That's weird. But then next, we got synth music. I'm just gonna put that here. I don't really know what the fuck synth music is, but we're gonna leave pop rap there. But yeah, we're doing another list since that was a pretty short one. So, chat, we'll do a poll. I will. What tier list should we? This is pretty much 80s vibe without the lyrics. Put Drake's picture in S tier. So we'll do wrestling. Bands. Games. Stop! Games, or what's the fourth option we could put? What's the fourth option we could do for tiers? B, N, J, K. I'm trying to think. You look like Drake Hager. What the fuck? What is another option for some tiers? Movies. Best U.S. states. So, we'll either rank some movies, games, some bands, or wrestling. Because wrestling, somebody, that's right, I'm the head of the motherfucking state. Categories. Actors and actresses. Among Us.
Stop, please. Please.
Is Godzilla an option? What would be the GTA protagonist? Characters list, GTA tier, main characters from GTA and Red Dead Redemption. Legal, bro. What the fuck? Oh, we got 7 votes and 50% of them are saying wrestling. That's interesting. Oh, Space Monkey! How we doing? I'm a proud mama today. Let me Google something real quick. There we go. Here, wait. We got a Reddit thing. I am a YouTube partner. There's no join button on iOS part from old YouTubers. Oh, here, wait. Chat, here's what I'll do. If anybody actually wants to join, so get back to that. Earn memberships. There we go. We now have place pin message. So games are winning now. I'll give it a couple more minutes. I was just looking around. So the pinned message I have, everybody who is interested, is a direct link to be able to join the channel membership. And I've never had, actually no, Pam did the one stream, but I'm pretty sure it pops up too that, like, you know, how about I send you? Vici, that's a little sussy-wussy. I'll let that go for about 5 minutes. Oh, huge upgrade. Yo! So, I'm going to go to wrestling real quick. If they even have one. Yeah, they do. Golden Era, best wrestlers of all time. If wrestling wins, we'll do this one. If gaming wins. Because wrestlers, I know probably... I'm very confident that I know probably... Wait, there's really no gaming? Here. Gaming one might be a lot more worse, just because I know less. Game photos, game nights. 10 favorite video games of all time. What the hell is that? No. Everything is Vici's fault. It's all your fault, Vici! What the hell are your favorite games? Oh, these are all Nintendo games. I like Nintendo. Maybe we will do a GTA. You know what? We're going to do a wrestling one, then we're going to do a GTA one. So here's how we're going to go about this. Because I guess I got to pick a specific game to do list off of. Is this GTA tier? No. There we go. Okay. So this is every Grand Theft Auto game. Vici, you stay up. Vici, I'll tell on you if you go to sleep. Nah, you have a good one, Vici. So we got best, good, okay, mediocre, worst. Now... I forgot about some of these off-brand ones. All right. Christopher Walken. So you guys said Gary Busey. You could ruin somebody's life. That's funny. So we got GTA 2 to start off with. So, GTA 2 was one of those games that before it got good, before it got actual like an open world, you were just like a little dot basically. What's up, Rick James? How we doing? We're just chilling, vibing. We're live on Twitch too, and we're doing a tier list today. We are we've actually done a couple already, or we did one. We did a music one, but we're doing this. We're ranking the Grand Theft Auto games, and then we are going to be ranking wrestlers and how I think of them. They do. I don't see the first one on here, and I don't remember if that's because the first one was this one, or the first one was this one. But, so, this one I don't remember very vividly, so I'm just going to put it in worst just because I don't remember it being too good. Like, here, I'm just going to get these out the way. Those four were the worst ones. Hands down. They sucked. That was before open world was a thing, and they just no bueno. That's all I can really say about that. Rockstar didn't know what they were doing, and I mean, they might have been semi-successful, but they just weren't anything like that today. Now, this is where shit started getting real good. GTA 3. I'm putting this up here at good. Storyline was good, and I mean, the game itself was just revolutionary, not just for the Grand Theft Auto series, but for GTA, or just for gaming as a whole. Because I don't think it was the first open world game, but it's the first one that went to the extent that it did. Like the whole being able to rob people by having like the random guns. Like, you could go do the side missions, do other shit. It was... Yes, Edgar, that's the best way to put it. It was great for his time. In fact, it was the chef's kiss of his time. Loved it. I mainly my memories with that mainly were watching my stepfather play that. So I didn't get to play that one fully, but just like watching the gameplay from that, being like, what? That would have came out 2002, 2003, somewhere in that range. Maybe even younger than that, but like I was a young kid still. I'm gonna try doing these in order because GTA 4 was not the next one. The next one after GTA 3. Oh, which one came first? I'm just gonna do San Andreas first. And San Andreas is probably tied with my favorite and best one. Just the limitations on that game are almost limitless. The fact that, you could get your dude all bulky and lift weights. If you wanted to starve him, you could. He could be a little skinny dude. Or you could overeat and he could be a fat dude. All the side missions, all the just, like, everything. Like, everything that made GTA 3 great. San Andreas built on that and made it probably one of the top 10 games of all time. So, yeah, San Andreas is at the top of the mountain. Doing the whole gang territory things is always fun. You had Big Smoke, like the characters. Like, little did you know fact, for my Twitch stream, like every time, like you probably get a notification that for my Twitch going live, it says, "Oh shit, here we go again." That's from CJ at the beginning of GTA whenever he has the cops coming towards him. So, love that game. Vice City, putting that good, and I'm going to put that ahead of GTA 3 because same vibes and same ordeal as San Andreas, just how do I want to put this? Like, I mean, there was a lot more you could do in San Andreas as compared to Vice City with your character. That's right, R.I.P. Ray Liotta. But Vice City's still a very goated game in and of itself. I mean, it's like basically it's set in Miami, basically. It's a Grand Theft Auto tier list there, Chorbs. These are the first, technically, I guess 3 or whatever. Like, I don't even, the only one of these I played was 2, but I know these are all you're just a little dot. Well, exactly. So, like, that's why, like, GTA 3 and Vice City, they both, like you said, they walked. So that way San Andreas could not only run, but just sprint. Like, goated. Love, like, these 3 specifically were childhood games. It was just, I mainly played these 2 right here. But, love them. Then next, so, this is where, like, because, like, they don't have all of them on here. Because, like, there's a Liberty City Stories that came out that was really good. But I'll do Vice City Stories, and I mean, Vice City Stories wasn't bad. It was okay. The story wasn't all that good, but I mean, the gameplay was still there. But I think what separates what separates these three is, I mean, this one, like I said, GTA 3 was the start of it. Vice City, like the story was still really solid. And basically where, like it just, so like this came out and then this perfected this and then this perfected this. So like these three just like were like, because they came out within like, all within like 5 years of each other. Yeah, I guess 4 is underrated. We'll get to that because I also never. So I'm not going to put this one here, and I'm not going to put this like these last two. I didn't play the expansions for these, so I don't. I'm not going to know how to rank them. But GTA China Wars, mediocre, to say the least. Again, it wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't what it could have been. I think that was the one where like you're like the military base guy and like you're based out of the military. And yeah, cause I think that one was also on the PSP if I remember correctly. So it wasn't bad. And then GTA 4. So me personally, I'm going to put this like that. Because GTA 4, only reason why it's not going to rank higher for me is just for the fact I didn't play this one all that much. I know about the storyline and everything. Like, Nico even gets, like, hinted at in GTA 5. But I didn't play that one all that much. Most of my experience was playing that with, at one of my buddy's house growing up. 4 to 6 are a separate universe from San Andreas universe. Yeah, that's what I've been told. But 4 is... The gameplay was good and everything. I didn't really play it, so the storyline, I can't really say I'm that vested in it. Just because, you know, I don't really know. Like, I know what it is, but, like, I didn't play it through the whole story. So, like, you know, I can't, like, say, like, you know, I love that because, you know, this, that, and the third. But it's up there, though. And, like, that's one of the... Like, that was, like, came out before 5. So, I'm pretty sure that was, like, the first one on, like, the consoles after PlayStation 2. So, you know, that's, like, one of those cases where, like, you know, GTA 4 walked so GTA 5 could run. You could probably pick a handy... Yes. Red Dead 2, I could agree with that. Red Dead 1 was still solid too, but... Well, yeah, and I was going to say, because they don't have the Damned one, but I did play the Ballad of Gay Tony, and honestly... Okay, my wife was scaring me for a second. I'm going to put this one in okay, and I'm going to put it at the top of the okay list. You see, okay, that's a good way of putting it there, Best. I definitely, because, like, I like Red Dead 1, and I definitely, but, like, GTA 5 to me is, like, the pinnacle of gaming, but Red Dead 2 definitely expanded on that, and it's just a Wild Wild West version of that. But Red Dead 2 probably is the best Rockstar game to ever come out. That is until 6 comes out, hopefully. Soon here. And then for me, it's GTA 5 at the top of the list. You did, you bastard. Oh, I forgot all about Bully. Bully was solid. What's up, Entertainment? How you doing today? Just chilling and vibing. We're doing a couple tier lists today. But these two games I didn't play, but again, these two, and you could put them any way you want, and I'd be happy with it, but GTA 5 and San Andreas are the two best GTA games of all time. San Andreas might have more nostalgia for me, just because, again, I love, like, you know, that was, like, probably one of those games that I played the most of. Then GTA 5, like, I mean, it's been out for, what, 11 years now? And Up until a couple months ago, they were still updating the online for it. So, that tests of time. But that's for that tier list. The next one we're going into. We're still in GTA category. Some wrestling. So let me see here. Best wrestlers of all time. It's a very small list here. Let me see if this is a list that. So we got Cactus Jack, Undertaker, Dean Ambrose, CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, Rock, Dan O'Brien, Edge, John Cena. Why is Kane on here twice? Like, come on. Can I delete shit? No. Anyway, we got Kane on here twice. I'll just know not to rank him more than that. Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, Batista, Roddy Piper, Hulk Hogan, Baron Corbin. Okay. Stone Cold, Alberto Del Rio, Kevin Nash, AJ Styles, Ric Flair, Big Show, Chris Jericho, RVD, Triple H, The Shit Man. Great call. Hey, you know what? I think there's a list with more. There has to be. Greatest. Here we go. We got 111 people. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, we're okay. We're just going. Vince McMahon going. Is Corporate Kane on there? So, yeah, we're just gonna hop right into this because I mean, and I don't know if there's doubles. And we even got some WCW guys. Oh, this is definitely my list. Yeah, okay. So you'll now see what my true opinion on wrestling is. We're gonna start with Finn Balor. Trash. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll give him decent because he's decent in the ring, but never liked his mic skills. Persona was always trash. What's up, Chevy? How you doing? You don't know who Finn Balor is, Edgar? You ain't missing nothing. Crash Holly. I loved yeah, it's because he was Hardcore Holly's little cousin or whatever he was supposed to be. Yeah, Crash Holly was decent. But yeah, Finn Balor, good in ring. Everything else about him, dude, like the dude had the personality of like the Sharpie. Trash. The demon, oh, he's a demon. He paints himself and he comes out like, I'm sorry, mediocre. And then, bro, Chorba, I'm sorry. You probably only know Sandman from the WWECW days, whenever he was in WWE. But Sandman's going in the good category. His original runs in ECW are legendary. He's really good on the mic, and he's involved in some of the best storylines of all time. Like the rival between him and Raven, legendary. I wanted all the OG ECW. Dude, that's why, like, dude, Sandman from the OG ECW days is bee's knees. Like, I mean, I'm a little bit biased towards that because Raven and RVD, I mean, because, like, his in-ring style, like, because I will say this, Sandman wasn't the best in-ring technician. You know what? I guess with that being said, I'll put him at the head of decent. But he put on some of the best promos ever. Like, he's just, like, sitting there smoking a cigarette, and he's like, life's a bitch, and then you marry one. It's just fucking, like, it's great shit like that. I love them. Great all-around. Like, he was, like, basically the epitome of what ECW was. I got to meet Hardcore Holly through a friend as his uncle. He smelled like alcohol poisoning. That's actually, I could picture Bob smelling like the Alky. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Where am I going to put him at? I'll put him ahead of Sandman in decent. You know what? Actually, I'll put him in good. He's not fantastic. And he's going to end up going towards the bottom of the good list. No, you're good. Because I'm trying to like think about it and actually like have this be like what like I actually do think. And I mean, his in-ring skills were trash, but Tit DiBiase, he had a really, he was $1 million man. He put out hits on Hulk Hogan. He was in a main event quite a few times. He's one of those dudes that you could make the argument that he was never he's like one of the best wrestlers to never win the title. So, I have a respect for $1 Million Man. He's not one of my favorites, but I'd put him in good because I think he was a better manager than he was a wrestler. Yeah, I was gonna say he was all gimmick and mic skills. He was that dude that could piss off the crowd easily. Get the good guy going. The Rock. See, I was never the biggest fan of The Rock. The Rock was really good on the mic. You know what? I gotta put Due Diligence. He was part of the whole Attitude Era. His and Stone Cold's rival is one of the best of all time. So, yeah, Rock's going in fantastic. Then we got the Ultimate Warrior. Trash. Sorry. All he was just running out to the ring. Oh! Did a fucking power slam. Would do a body splash and then 1, 2, 3. He was a worse version of Goldberg. Trash, 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 trash. And yeah. Oh, dude, he definitely was. Lex Luger. My dad has a story of Lex Luger used to, I guess, come to our town or like our city back in the day. Whenever he used to wrestle for NWA, and I guess the one time he was at the bar that my dad was drinking at, and I guess Lex Luger was sitting there drinking, and people were doing pull-ups off his arm because he was so jacked. So it's just a funny little story. Every time I think of Lex Luger, I think of my dad telling me that story. For his work, though, decent. I respect his like earlier work, but he was never really all that much. R.I.P. Sid Vicious. Yes, that's right. Space Monkey, you're half the man I am, and I have half the brain you do. You know. But yeah, Lex Luger, it's a shame what happened to his body, and also it's a shame what he kind of influenced Miss Elizabeth to do. So, he's going to decent. He ain't trash like Ultimate Warrior, but he ain't good or fantastic. The Hot Rod, one of the best heels of all time. Yeah, average worker. He was just all muscles and that's it. He wasn't even that good in the WWE either. But Roddy Piper, though. Yes, I never liked Shawn Michaels, but I know that somebody in the chat's going to feel different about that. But Roddy Piper, dude, he's one of the best heels of all time. Just one of the best characters of all time. Sharpshooter, why didn't you subscribe yet? You ever think about that? We're almost at 1,200. You better do it. Then next is John Cena. John Cena! I hate doing it, but he goes with fantastic. He was the face for how many years? What makes you think I am? That's the question here. Yeah, exactly. From what? Basically 2005, he won the WWE Championship. From 2005 till like 2020, 2021, So like, not only was he like on Austin and Hogan's level, but he did it longer. So, you know, John Cena goes up to Fantastic. He's goaded. Yokozuna, one of the best big men workers of all time. Dude could wrestle with anybody and make it look great. The only thing that's keeping him, you know what, actually? He might change because, I mean, of all the big men, he might be, like, up there in, like, probably, because, I mean, like, he's better than Big Show. Tag teams I'm going to put together whenever applicable, whenever applicable. Why am I not seeing Mark Henry on here? Oh no, there he is. Oh, this is whenever like he basically got a start from like But yeah, Yoko is goated. It's a shame that he died so young, but he was one of a kind. Could go with anybody, make anybody look good. My favorite, because him versus Brett was definitely classic. My favorite Yoko matches were him with Undertaker. Just classic good matches. The castic match was awesome. But I loved, I loved Yoko. Tommy Dreamer. Mr. Innovator of Violence. I'm going to put him there, and I'll put Lex Luger ahead of Sandman for now. But Tommy Dreamer is one of those ECW original guys. I never really got into his character. He was, how do I want to say this? I don't know. I thought he was always too bland. Just didn't like the way he worked. Wasn't really that good of a wrestler. His big gimmick, I guess you could say, is that he could take punishment a lot. But yeah, I don't really. Tommy Dreamer was He's one of those OG ECW guys that I can't really say I like. Why do you think it's the most annoying wrestler in Attitude Era? The most annoying wrestler from the Attitude Era? I mean, honestly, dude, that's one of those like eras that I love almost every wrestler from then. If I had to say anybody, I'd have to say probably Jeff Jarrett. My name is Jeff Jarrett, and that pisses me off. No, calling Vince Russo a wrestler is very, very offensive towards other wrestlers. Fuck Vince Russo. All right, Space Monkey. I got a match for you here, bro. Okay, bro. We got Whoopi Goldberg, bro, versus Bill Goldberg. Okay, bro. In a Mountain Dew can on a stick match, bro. It's ratings, bro. Like, that's the television people want to watch, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you. Fuck Vince Russo. Chris Jericho? Goated. Between the Millennium, the countdown, like YouTube. Here, wait. Little did you know. Brace your ears real quick. This is based off of Chris Jericho if you didn't know. That's based off of Chris Jericho if you didn't know. But yes, that was so the best because you're not really. I don't know what your wrestling knowledge is, but Vince Russo was a booker from back in the day, and he's credited with probably single-handedly destroying WCW. And he came there was a match. It was called Judy Bagwell on a pool match, and there wasn't even a fucking pool in the ring. They literally had this dude's mom brought out on a forklift, and they just raised it, and that was it. Buff Bagwell. I don't even know who the fuck he wrestled, and nobody cares. Vince. If I ever meet Vince Russo, I'm taking every charge I get whenever I fucking give him that fucking right uppercut. I might even headbutt him. Who knows? Maybe I'll give him the old Vici strangle. Fuck Vince Russo. Oh, it gets me fucking angry. Anyways, I digress. Chris Jericho's goated from his WCW days, the Lion Tamer, to the Millennium Man, Y2J. You just made the list. He's one of those dudes that's able to recreate his character and make himself relevant in almost any era. He's very good on the ring. He's very good on the mic. I might put him in the top 5 greatest, like, all-around wrestlers of all time. He might not be the best in any single category, but I'd put him in the top 5, top 10 in each category, I'd say. And it's very rare for a wrestler. Like, he's, like, kind of up there with, like, the Macho Man-esque, which we'll get to here in a little bit. Cena, I gotta put up here. Rock, I might put Jericho ahead of Piper. Because Piper's in-ring skills were pretty, they weren't bad. For their time, they were pretty good. But, like, if you comparing it to today, I don't know. Now, let me make sure that... So, I don't see Mankind. I don't see Dude Love. All right, so this is just Mick Foley in general. Mick Foley's a hardcore god. The man fucking almost died in a Hell in a Cell. And he kept on going. Or he almost died twice and kept on going both times. He is the embodiment of also, like, dude, like, he's a great inspiration to just, not just, if you want to become a wrestler, just, if you want to do anything in life, because dude didn't have nothing. Fucking, everybody told him that, you're dumb for fucking doing your wrestling thing. He kept on going at it. He hitchhiked to WrestleMania 2, I think it was, or WrestleMania 3. I forgot which one it was, but dude's the embodiment of busting your ass and getting shit done. Not taking no for an answer and going after your dreams. And he did just that. And, average looking guy just like him became one of the most recognizable names in not only all of wrestling, but a lot of people know who he is. He had a #1 bestseller on New York Times. Legend. Abdullah the Butcher. Every time I think of this dude, there's a WCW match, the Horror of Chambers or whatever, where he got electrocuted. Fake. It was very cheesy. I'm just going to put him at decent just because, for his time period, he was a decent big guy. Nowhere near Yokozuna's level. You can't see it in the picture, but his forehead has a permanent scar on it because he just busted himself open so many times. But Abdullah, he deserves some respect. Put some respect on his name, as they say. But, yes, that's all I could say about him. Jake the Snake Roberts. See, I don't like him personally, but he's one of those dudes that he was just so methodical in the ring, just with everything. I'm going to put him at the top of good. Because, him and Macho Man's matches and Rival was just legend, things of legend. I love the, everybody's probably seen the thing where Macho Man got bit in the arm by the snake. So, again, he's not one of my personal favorites, but I put respect on his name because he was a true ring technician, and he was just, what the hell is the word I'm looking for? Very methodical in the ring and knew how to tell a story. What every bad guy needs to, if you're a heel in wrestling, he's one of those people that you, study to see how you be a bad guy. You just watch his matches, the way he talked, the way he walked, the way he wrestled. That is him to a T. He needs to get a cheap bottle of Thunderbird to get some courage. Dude. He's coming up sooner or later. D'Lo Brown! D'Lo wasn't bad. RVD. I would put RVD in fantastic. Mr. RVD. Mr. The whole fucking show. Mr. Monday Night. Mr. RVD 420 says I just smoked your ass. Rob Van Dam's awesome. Probably my favorite. Yeah, he's probably my favorite ECW wrestler of all time. Loved him. Nothing else more I could say about that. In-ring skills was awesome. Mic skills was good. And he's one of those people, he came out, he loved his song, and I even liked his TNA run. Oh, they definitely did. Albert A-Train. A-Train wasn't bad. I remembered him though. I preferred him as Albert just because he had clothes on. You didn't have to see his hairy ass fucking body. But yeah, RVD goes in my fantastic category. Then I'll put. See, Nakamura, I'm not really that big of a fan of. Oh, Lord Tensai. I'll put Nakamura in decent. And I'll put him ahead of Abdullah and ahead of Finn. Nakamura, I didn't really follow his New Japan stuff, so I can't really like make a comment about that. His run in WWE's been squandered. He started out really good. I mean, hell, he's a former Royal Rumble winner. And I think to this day, the only Asian one that's at least male, because I know Asuka won it. The Blue Meaty. Blue Meaty's legendary with the BWL. But Nakamura, I don't know. Nakamura is just... I don't know, dude. I never got into his character. That's just about where I'm going to leave that at. Stone Cold, trash. Troll. No. Stone Cold's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of all goats. He's one of those wrestlers. He didn't need to be good in the ring. He didn't need to be the like ring technician, but he also was before he broke his neck. Like just the most over wrestler of all time, hands down. Didn't give a fuck, and yeah, Stone Cold. Nobody was ever more over than him. If you want to try testing that, go watch any Monday Night Raw from like 1998, maybe even 1997 to 2001. You hear that glass shatter, that crowd just erupts every time. No questions asked. And now, one of my personal favorites, the Iceman. Bart Gunn. I never liked Bart Gunn. K-Quick, though. I loved Ron the Truth Killings in TNA, wherever he was the NWA champion. That was awesome. Dean Malenko's going and good. The only thing that's keeping him from fantastic is it's a little bland on the mic. But his storytelling in the ring was awesome. He could... like he was a man of 1,000 holds, and that wasn't just a name. He really was a man of 1,000 holds. Awesome. He was he represented everything that was good about WCW's cruiserweight division from the 90s. So that's really all I could say about that. Then Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson, I'm going to put at the top of decent. Never really liked his character all that much. What's up, Wasser? How you doing? We're just doing a wrestling tier list right now. We're also 6 subscribers away from 1,200 subs. Like I said, I am not stopping streaming until I hit it. If worst comes to worst, because for some reason YouTube doesn't like... because it's like crazy to me. I've only gotten 127 views since I've started. But if I start a stream off my phone, I'll probably get like, I don't know, fucking... I usually almost get 1,000. Al Snow. See, that's one of my, like, I don't know if they make official ones, but I'm going to get one of those mannequin heads to put in the background here with head. What's everybody want? Head. What does everybody need? Head. Gangrel. Gangrel wrestled for a little bit after he got released from WWE. The Brood's music's one of my favorite theme songs of all time. But yeah, what's up, Wasser? Ric Flair. Go. And I don't really need to move these guys around too much. If they're up in this category, they deserve to be up here. It's just, you know, they were a league of their own. And, you know, Stone Cold's going to stay at number 1, I think. But, yeah. Who doesn't? Who doesn't there, Edgar? I know I do. Who the fuck is this guy? Like, of all the people on this list that I'm looking at, Chad, do you know who this guy is? Hello, ladies. Like, that's not Bob Backlund. Oh, Edgar, like, I think about that the same way with Ozzy Osbourne. How the fuck is Ozzy still going? Like Ozzy Osbourne's dog? I didn't know that. R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne's dog Rocky. But chat, does anybody know who this guy is? I have no idea who he is. He's going to stay in I don't know for a while. Yeah, Bob Backlund definitely was different. Terry Funk, the Funk Man. It was never one of my favorites. But he's a true legend to hardcore. Have I missed something if I don't know them all? Hey, if you don't know them all, that's all good. Because, I mean, there's a long list of wrestlers in the history of wrestling. So, like, you might not know who Terry Funk is. But but he's a hardcore legend. I'm putting Mankind above him just for the fact that Mankind was probably literally one of the
Who's the one that you don't know?
this guy. I highly doubt you're gonna know him. Like, I want to say that's like somebody from the Four Horsemen, but I also no idea. But yeah, Funk Man, he was a legend in ECW, and he was also just like, I mean, in NWA. He had his little runs in WWE, but like it. Chevy saying hi.
No, wait.
You never seen a
Wait.
tier list?
Oh wait, yeah, he is. Is that him? Or am I seeing things? I mean, they look kind of similar at that angle, but I don't know if that's actually him or not. You know what I mean?
That might be.
It might be. Okay.
Let me look at their member. I can't think of all their members' names. Oh, wrong Wikipedia page here. Hold on a second, chat. I'm trying to figure out who this guy
Hold on.
is. What? Members: Ole Anderson. So the original members: Ric Flair. I don't think that's Ole Anderson. No, that's not
No.
Ole. No, it's not Barry Windham. Paul Roma.
Maybe.
I think that's Paul Roma, maybe.
That's a big old maybe.
Either way, I don't know him, so we're just gonna put him there. You want us to fight? Nah, me and my wife love each other.
Alright, we'll fight.
And if I do that to you, you'll go.
I was flipping tables all day. Leave me alone.
I'll flip you.
Some of them tables were heavy.
Dolph Ziggler?
Ozzy, get away from the cat, please.
Dolph Ziggler, I'm gonna put in decent. What?
You licked the gravy out of my bowl.
I was like, did you just? Oh, you sure did.
But Dolph Ziggler was really good in the ring. That could be Tully Blanchard. You've never seen a wrestling match. You're missing out. I think that is. Yeah! What's up, Leroy? And if that is Tully Blanchard, he's going to the trash. Sid Vicious, R.I.P. Sid Vicious. Then next we got Shelton Benjamin. I'm gonna put Shelton Benjamin. I want to put him in good, but he never really had that good of a run. So I'm gonna put him at the top of decent. He was one of the most underrated in-ring people of all time, but Mike's skills were, more to be desired, and he just never had a run with any of the big titles or even he never even challenged for one all that much. But yeah, because for a while whenever I was a kid, Shelton Benjamin was in my top 10 favorite wrestlers. So now here comes the most controversial one of all time. Goldberg. He actually went to school with Brock Lesnar. But Goldberg here, he's one of my favorites. And honestly, dude, I don't even care. This is going to be controversial. He's going to fantastic. Goldberg is the greatest squash wrestler of all time. Of all the wrestlers, again, you compare him to Ultimate Warrior, fucking so much better. He just oozed charisma. He's one of those people you believed that he could go out, because realistically, if you think about it, he looked like one of those dudes where all he had to do was just do 2 moves and you were done. But even though he is one of my favorites, I'm going to put him ahead of Dean Malenko at least there. But again, that's nostalgia for me. I loved Goldberg. Again, whenever he hit that spear, dude, just he'd come out the Goldberg. I just think what squanders a lot of that is the fact that he kind of wrestled for a little bit too long. Or he shouldn't have beaten Bray Wyatt the way he did. He shouldn't have beaten Kevin Owens the way he did. And they pushed him for way too long, way after his prime. So I get where the hate comes from for that. So for that, he goes in good, but Goldberg has nothing but love for me. But little did you know fact, the Bret Hart kick truly didn't end Bret Hart's career, because he wrestled after that. If he would have stopped wrestling for a little bit and let himself heal up, he might not have gotten as banged up as he did. If you're new in heaven. That's right. If you are new, what Beth said, we are at we're 6 subs away from 1,200. It's gonna get raunchy tonight. You know what I mean? AJ Styles. Fantastic. And again, I'm not going to really arrange this too much because, it's, but AJ Styles, to me, top 3 in-ring wrestlers of all time. If you want to go ahead and look at his work, look at any of his, realistically, any of his matches. I don't think the dude's, you could literally, this thing of gum, he could put on a 5-star match with that thing of gum, and put that gum over too, in the process. But AJ Styles is just awesome. He's my favorite era is always going to be the Attitude Era between WWF, WCW, and ECW from the 90s to early 2000s. But my second favorite is the TNA early days. I think they call them the Asylum days from 2003. And I'd go as far as to 2008, 2009. But, oh, dude, no. His TNA run is far above better than his WWE run. Just the matches he put on, his character, because his heel run in TNA was awesome. He's one of those dudes, he might be my top 5 of all time. Yes, exactly. Once Hogan, Bischoff, and Vince Russo got over, it just started going downhill. So, Andre the Giant. He's going to go up here in fantastic, just out of respect. Because aside from Yokozuna, or not aside from that, like if it wasn't for Andre the Giant, I think Yokozuna would be the greatest big man of all time. But Andre the Giant he was the eighth wonder of the world. He went around all over the world. He, like in his early days, he was actually a really good in-ring technician. Like he wrestled in Japan, he wrestled in Mexico, but legendary. He had a great wrestling mind. Like Undertaker always says, he wished he could have worked with him because I guess Andre wanted to do a program with Undertaker. That would have been awesome. Ba-ta-ta-ta! Yes, I am very into wrestling. Thank you, Nadine. But yes, Andre the Giant to me is the best big man of all time. Whenever I mean big man, I mean like again, like he was what, like almost, I think he was like 7 foot tall, like 400 pounds. Dude literally would make this, like he could like this can right here, like his hand was so big that like he covered it all up, and he has the record for most beers drank in one sitting. Little did you know fact. Giant beefy bulk man, yes. And then here, so Stone Cold's the most over wrestler of all time. I will never, ever deny that. But the Macho Man, oh yeah. He's got it all. He's got the charisma, yeah. He could talk on a mic. He could go ahead and talk about how he drank a Mountain Dew. And he can make it sound like the most awesome thing. Oh, yeah. He had the in-ring skills. He was a good storyteller in the ring. And he just, to me, he's the greatest of all time. Just because he could do it all. And he could do it all great. He might not have, I think the only thing that lacked for him, and a big problem with that, was that he was always living in Hulk Hogan's shadow. But I just could do it all. That's just really all I could say about that. Bonesaw's ready. But, oh, dude, it does, dude. And what sucks even worse is that his last match he ever wrestled was in TNA, and it was just abysmal. Because, again, he wasn't in ring-ready shape at that time. But, no. Macho Man, nothing but love for him. Awesome. Great. Again, to me, like, there's nobody better than him. Nobody will probably ever be better than him. Could do it all, ring, talk, put on a promo. Like I said, he could cut a promo about how this Sharpie pen, this isn't just any Sharpie pen. Yeah, this is, and he would probably go, oh yeah, you smell that? That smells like greatness. Yeah. That's like something that he would do. Then he gets followed up with John Bradshaw Layfield. Trash. Actually, no. You know what? No, wait. Get the fuck out of here, Tully. JBL was a very good heel wherever he was a WWE champion. But I hated him. And I think that, him being such a good heel is probably just like a fact of that. But I never liked JBL. You know what? No, fuck that. He's going to trash. Sorry. Besides for that WWE Championship run, like, I liked him better in APA. Like, I will say that, but, like, nah. He's trash. Who had a heart condition? JBL or Macho Man? Then Farouk, or Ron Simmons. The first African-American champion in professional wrestling history. He ain't going ahead of Yokozuna, but... I just gotta respect him just for that. I mean, he has one of the most... Damn! Ron Simmons, legend. That's right. Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't like him much either, dude. Trash. Cesaro? I'm gonna put in Deese. The Swiss, what do they call him? Swiss Superman or whatever? But I liked him. Never got pushed. Never really anything happened with him. Then we got Sheamus. Sheamus? See, I never really liked him that much either. Sheamus I'll put in decent. Papa Shango. Now, wait a second. That's very interesting with this list. Because I didn't make this list, mind you. So they put the Papa Shango character on there, but they don't put the Godfather. Because if you didn't know that, Papa Shango is the Godfather. I'm going to put him at the very bottom of good. Because the Papa Shango character is really good, but the Godfather character is obviously just oh too well. Then we got next the British Bulldog. British Bulldog were going good. That was never really my vibe or anything, but he was a good wrestler. He has some legendary matches like that one with Bret Hart and Wembley. I'll put respect where that's due. Hornswoggle, their best. That's Davey Boy Smith. I'll put him in decent. He was a good wrestler, but you always hear the stories about him being a bad locker room like behind the scenes. So he'll go there. Also, I never really disliked him that much. You mean puke there, Chevy? Next, we got Big Boss Man. I'll put Big Boss Man in the middle of the pack of decent. Only match I really liked of his was the Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 15. Even though that match was terrible. Brock Lesnar! Come on. One of the... He's a fucking... It's Brock Lesnar, I'm sorry. How many men can say that they were WWE champion and UFC champion? Enough said about that. Kane. Kane, for me personally, is going to go in good. He's in my top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time. So, I'll try being unbiased whenever I'm doing this. And he's definitely... He had a very long run, and he was a very good big guy. Gimmick, Mask Kane. If he just stayed just in the mask his whole career, he might be up in fantastic, but corporate Kane's a thing, so that's where he's staying. Undertaker. Goat. Sorry. He's just greatest gimmick of all time. Hands down. Up until he retired, what you got to give him respect for. He stayed and he kept kayfabe and never told any of the stories, never broke character. Just legendary. Undertaker above almost everybody else in that aspect. And so that's where he goes for me. Bruno Sammartino. I'm going to put him up there too. He has the longest reign in as WWE champion in history. I think it was 7.5 years. He was back in the old school days. So, Bruno goes up there. That was back whenever they were actually wrestling too. That was before, it was still scripted, but it was more mat style wrestling and more real, I guess you could say. Trash. Sorry. The fucking why can't I think of your name off the top of my head? The barber. I know he's a barber. Burgess Beefcake. Only reason why he had a job is because of Hulk Hogan. Trash. Is that Carlito? Yeah. I'll put Carlito in decent. I liked his gimmick a lot. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. that is interesting to think about. You know, like that makes you want to go down to Tennessee just to meet Kane. Governor Sting's going up in fantastic for me. He's one of my favorites of all time. Just like, you know, for his longevity, up until I think he retired at the beginning of this year. Dude's a legend. Was I think the last wrestler. No, Rey Mysterio is still wrestling, so he's from WCW. But like, he's like one of the last big WCW guys that's still wrestling, or was still wrestling. DDP, putting him in fantastic. My personal opinion, I think the Diamond Cutter is way better than the RKO. But that's just me, though. And then, all right, so this is going to be... They were both going up here as a tag team. There's going to be 2 tag teams that go up in here, and this is one of them. Dudley Boys, one of the greatest... to me, one of 2 greatest tag teams of all time. They won just about every tag title you could win. They've been over wherever they've gone. David! Get the tables! Awesome. And yes, Chorbs, DDP did in fact get fucked by WWE. Royally. He made him a stalker of all fucking things. And then Spike Dudley. I have a lot of respect for Spike. Nobody could take a bump quite like him. Spike Dudley is the epitome of being able to make somebody look good. How do I want to say this? He could, like, you know, like, for example, like, if they needed to put fucking JBL over, just have him powerbomb Spike through a table. He's going to make it look like $1,000. Oh, he did. He got the shit beat out of him by everybody. And nothing but respect for that. And I'll put these up to... So this is a tag team. And I'll put them towards the top of the list. They deserve to be together. But the New Age Outlaws, they're decent. Their in-ring skill wasn't the greatest, but the mic skill, like, you know, they came out. Do. Oh, you didn't know? Do. Yo ass better call somebody. You know the rest. X-Pac, I'll put him in decent. Who am I going to put of the Outlaws? Well, we got at least one tag team here. Another tag team here. Another tag team here. Another tag team here. Another tag team here. But you know what? Yeah, maybe I'll put them together. We'll see how I'm feeling once the list gets towards the end. There's a couple teams that we could put over them. And Carlito was cool. That's one thing I always like, you know, that I like this gimmick. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Raven. I'm going to put him at the top of good, up here with Goldberg. It just some of the best promo work of all time, in my opinion. And again, he wasn't the best in-ring guy, but like he could go. But like it was all about the storytelling and the promos and the mic skills for him. So Raven's up there for me. He could be, and like he's borderline up there. I think the only thing that's keeping him up from there for me is ring work. But I mean, even then, dude, like I said, though, like he was a good worker. Like, you know, I'll put him up there for now. We'll reevaluate towards the end. Christian was decent. I liked Christian's theme songs better than I did his actual, like, this Christian himself. The only run of his I liked was whenever he was Christian Cage in TNA. If Edge isn't top tier, then you'll have lost my respect, sir. We'll see, Zorro. So, but yeah, Christian was decent for me. And then, obviously, Edge is top tier. One of the greatest heels of all time. One of the on this day, I see clearly. I would probably no, cause I like CM Punk. Like, I mean, I always like CM Punk a little bit more in Edge, but like, he has one of the greatest Money in the Bank wins of all time. Whenever the whole him and Matt Hardy incident happened, he was one of the most hated wrestlers of all time, and it was just a fun time to hate Edge then. Oh, dude, he was robbed out of 10 years of his career. And he probably is going to have to retire now again. Because he did that dumbass jump from the top of the cage. Batista, I'll put him in good. You know, he was over. He was a good big guy. But I actually might put him in decent, dude. Because like, he really was not good on the mic. Storytelling wise, like, I mean, he had a couple good rivals, but like for the most part though, like Batista was, I honestly think Batista was a little overrated. I liked him when I was a kid, but going back and watching, like, you know what? No, because he was top of his game at the time. So I'll put him towards the bottom of good. I mean, he is, and like I said, like that's biased. I will admit that. I mean, because I know Goldberg sucked in the ring, and he really sucked on the mic. But he was just one of the, like, I mean, for most of his streak, he didn't talk on the mic. He didn't have to, or all he'd say was, "Who's next?" Because again, it was one of those deals where you had to be there, and again, like his more modern run is, I think, what ruins his legacy. Like I said, like whenever I go back and watch the old Batista matches and like clips and stuff from like SmackDowns and Raws, and just nothing too memorable for me. I mean, hell, one of my favorite Goldberg clips of all time, and I don't know if I could show it. I'll try to one day, but there was a match between Goldberg and La Parka, where like La Parka hits him with a chair and then it starts dancing, spins around, and it's Goldberg just, like, I think he legit broke his leg from spearing him so hard. But yeah, Triple H, fantastic, dude. I mean, the Reign of Terror sucked, but again, he was playing a heel. He played it really good. He's what, a 13? He might be a 15-time world champion. I forget what the number is, but he's goated. Oh, dude, definitely smart man, both in the ring and out the ring. The cerebral assassin. And yes, R.I.P. Sid Vicious there, Adam. So then, Randy Orton. This is going to be controversial. You know what? I'll put him in good. I never really liked him that much. I understand that, you know, he's been wrestling for so long, and I mean, fuck, it's been what, over 20 years at this point now. I never really liked him that much, but I'll give respect where respect's due. And yeah, he's going in good, but there's really no further. Yeah, I mean, that was a good heel run. Who the fuck is this? Honestly, why can't I think of who you are? Are you the dude that Bradshaw teamed with? Smoking Aces or whatever? So it would have been Triple H, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, X-Pac. And he hasn't come up yet, but Shawn Michaels. Yeah, I can't think of who that is. So if you look up Smoking Aces, I think what's the tag team called. Bradshaw, and I think it's this with this dude, was the tag team. If that's the case, he's going to trash, but I can't really tell who that is. Then we got Miz. If we're basing this based off of theme songs, Miz would be in Goated. But it's not. He's going to go into decent. I just never really got into him. Other than I love his song though. I came to play. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. That's Randy Orton's father. That's Cowboy. Oh, Cowboy Bob Orton. Is that? That does kind of look like him. Well, I can't really know much about him, so I'm just going to keep him in I don't know for now. Chavo, trash. Sorry. Hated Chavo. Always hated Chavo. Ooh, Chavo. Fuck you. Never liked Chavo. Eddie Guerrero, though. Goated. I mean, come on. Viva la Raza. It's a shame he only got to hold the title once, but one of the best in-ring technicians, best storytellers, was very good on the mic, very good in the ring. He's one of those dudes that I might have to put in like my top 5 just all-around best of all time. But yes, Eddie Guerrero deserves to be at the top. Hardy Boys. It's a tag team, and I'm going to put them together as a tag team. They're good. Jeff's singles run from like 2004, 2005, like around that era. That was a good run. I think that was even 2006 too. Like basically, it was like basically whenever he came back from TNA. And I also loved his like early TNA stuff. But obviously, I think he's more famous from his Hardy Boy days. And Hardy Boys were a really good tag team. You know, legendary. Harley Race. Never liked him too much. He's a legend, though. I'll put him in decent. That was just one of those things is well before my time, and I have a hard time watching that like 70s and early 80s wrestling anymore. Bret Hart. He definitely deserves to be in a fantastic. I'll rearrange this here in a little bit, because I guess I got too many people up here, but I think it's a shame. Maybe I need to put a different... Can I add one? No. I'm going to have to create one of my own of these someday. But Bret Hart was the best there is, best there was, the best there ever will be. Respect. Jim Neidhart. I'll put him in decent. Never really liked the whole Hart Foundation tag team. And DX kind of shit on him whenever DX first joined. That was funny. Owen Hart, R.I.P. Fucking tragic what happened. Was even more tragic is that they kept on wrestling after he died. And like his anniversary of his death wasn't too long ago. I was just watching back like the Raw after where like the guys were talking, and it's one of those it's one of those things where you get all teared up and everything because it's just like, dude, like. And if you don't know Best, I don't know if you... Actually, I think that's one of those things that everybody knows, dude. He was playing the Blue Blazer, and his gimmick was they would, like, reel him down from the rafters, and nobody checked the hook beforehand, and he literally fell from, like, all the way up and fucking hit his head off the ring post and literally died on impact. It's, again, a shame. Sad to even talk about, but it's one of those things in wrestling history, you learn from your past so that way you don't do it again in the future. And I don't think there's been an incident like that since. But R.I.P. Owen Hart. Marty Jannetty, trash. Besides, not the Rockers. I forgot what the fuck Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty called themselves. Who was what? This guy or this guy? This is Owen Hart. This is Owen Hart. And this is Marty Jannetty. But yeah, Owen Hart was Bret Hart's... Like, these guys are brothers. Yeah, Owen Hart. He, like I said, because like he was one of those dudes. Like he's one of those dudes that he's probably one of the greatest wrestlers to never win a world championship either. And again, like he died way too young. And he was trying to get out of wrestling too, because like he was a family man. He loved his wife. I think he had like 3 or 4 kids, and he wanted to retire sooner than later, so that way he could actually like watch them grow up and everything. And then that happened. And like, yeah, the way WWE handled that situation was just terrible. Like I said, it was during the In Your House, not In Your House. I forgot what paper. Fully Loaded, not Fully Loaded. I forget what pay per view that happened during, but it was 1999. Because I remember watching. Because I always rewatch that pay per view because that's the pay per view that Ministry Undertaker won the title from Stone Cold. But yeah, tragic, dude. R.I.P. Owen again. Can't say that enough. Shawn Michaels, I was never a big fan of his personally, but you gotta put respect where respect's due. One of the best in-ring technicians. He was really good on the mic. That Heartbreak Kid DX run. Again, put respect where respect's due. Massive respect for Shawn Michaels. I never liked, he was never one of my personal favorites, but him and Undertaker have probably the greatest match of all time. You could say that for either one of them. First one's probably better, though. That's actually a good question. He's actually not. Crazy. I do have Kane in good, and I would even put Kane in fantastic if it was just his masked run. But I mean, that's it's kind of like with the Goldberg situation. Kane's one of my favorites, so I'm a little biased towards that. But I love Kane, Sting, Undertaker are three of my favorites of all time. Go up a tier, what, fantastic? I'm going to leave him there, though, because I got way too many people in Fantastic, and he was fantastic. I just trying to keep it real. You know what? You two both are encouraging me then, because I do feel like I got too many people up here, but again, I'm gonna rank my Fantastic after this. I'm going to do these two separately. Booker T, he goes in good. The five-time WCW champion. Love Booker T. Then Stevie Ray. I'm going to put Stevie Ray in decent. His singles run wasn't that good. If I was doing him and Booker T as a tag team, he'd be in good, but because Harlem Heat, I love Harlem Heat, Oh. One of those classic WCW tag teams. But Stevie Ray's singles run was mediocre at best. Edgar. Chicken Lover, you still watching? Let me look at the sub count real quick. Well, no, so it's not just singles accomplished. This is basically who I like, and whenever there's tag teams involved, because I like Booker T more as a singles wrestler, so that's why I just separated them. Because because if it was singles accomplishments, Bubba Ray and Devon would be all the way at the bottom, along with the other tag team that's going to go up here. But no, some of the tag teams I'm going to separate, some of them I'm not. That's just one of those ones I am, because again, I like Booker T's singles run better than I liked Harlem Heat's tag team run. I'm sure they do, but they have LOD together, and that's why just because this is my list, that's the way I'm doing it, because since they have all those people on here. But Chicken Lover, you still here? Because your man's up, Shane O'Mac. Trash. I'm sorry. Best I could do is decent. But I never liked Shane McMahon. I liked him better in his early days, whenever he was doing all those high flying stunts. But I didn't like whenever they made him a booker and then he was just putting himself over. Sorry, he was not as good as a wrestler as I think that he thought. He wasn't as good as he thought he was. Kurt Angle. Perk Angle. Don't matter. Go. awesome. Loved Kurt Angle. Even as a heel, whenever you hated him, like he is one of those people, one of those wrestlers that made me cry. No Way Out 2006, him versus Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship match, and they kept on like JR kept on selling, or whoever kept on selling it like as if Undertaker didn't win, he wasn't going to WrestleMania, and it devastated me. Whenever he didn't win. And I just remember crying my eyes out. So yes, but Kurt Angle was just awesome in every way. Bro won Olympic with a broken freaking neck. I love the skits with him and Stone Cold whenever he has the little cowboy hat on. Goated. Jeff Jarrett. My name is Jeff Jarrett, and that pisses me off. You slap nuts. Part of the fucking downfall of WCW. A Vince Russo guy. If you're a Vince Russo guy, I don't like you just based off of principle. And then, like, you know, my daddy, what was his daddy's name? Jared. What the fuck was his dad's name? It was another double J. But I'm sorry, I hate Jeff Jarrett. He was one of the only things I hated about the early days of TNA. And that's about all I got to say about that. Kevin Owens is decent. Was it bad? Jerry Jarrett, that's what it was. But Kevin Owens wasn't bad, but he just something about him, dude. I don't know. Tajiri's a very underrated wrestler. I'm gonna put him in decent. I don't think he's really in the category of these guys, but ECW, dude, he was awesome, and his early WWF and WWE days were pretty good. He was a good in-ring wrestler, and that's another thing I guess I should say about Kevin Owens. I never got into Ring of Honor all that much. The only Ring of Honor stuff I watched was Raven and CM Punk's rival. So that might change my mind because I forgot what Seth Rollins went as, but I know Seth Rollins had a good Ring of Honor run too. But Rey Mysterio was never one of my favorites, but I'll put him in fantastic. He's probably the greatest cruiserweight of all time, purely just based off of that. And then, I mean, if you don't want to put him as the greatest cruiserweight, he's definitely the greatest luchador of all time. He just legend. I mean, that mask is legendary. The one Halloween Havoc 1996, I think it is, between him and Eddie, one of the greatest matches of all time. Then you also had just like a whole bunch of different matches you could say is awesome from him. Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. He goes toward the top of good. I love the one scene or like whatever whenever he like throws the football to himself. That's just awesome. And I mean the fact that like, you know, he'd spit the gum out, smack it. He always caught his towel, and I mean he was really good in the ring. One of those dudes that should have been a champion, and Hulk Hogan kind of held him back from that. You know, and honestly, like, because he has like him and Goldberg probably have two of the best undefeated streaks in wrestling history. So, Sin Cara. I forgot what his name was in AAA, but like he was better whenever he wasn't in WWE. The New Day, I'll put them all together. I never liked New Day. They were decent. Kofi Kingston, though, I'm happy that he got a WWE title. He deserved that. I liked Kofi better whenever he wasn't in New Day. Listen, I never liked Randy Orton all that much. The only reason why he's even good for me is because I respect the fact that he was, you know, longevity. And I mean, he is one of the most, you know, storied wrestlers of all time, but I never liked him that much. Now this next one. So, if I'm ranking as the NWO, NWO is going in fantastic. Greatest faction of all time. But if I'm ranking individually, I'm going to put... I mean, Hogan's just like... how over he was needs respected. But the whole, that's not going to work for me, brother, is... not, I don't know. But I'm going to keep them together as NWO because the NWO formation is one of the most pivotal moments of all of wrestling. NWO basically pushed the envelope and made WWE, WWF go to the attitude. Bro, Scott Hall's not average. He was his work as Razor Ramon was awesome. Even like some of his early wrestling matches in WCW was awesome before he got all coked up. And yes, that's why like he deserves his respect. Oh, dude, I forgot about him being in Gremlins too. CM Punk, what's up, Donut? How you doing? CM Punk might be controversial because I know there's people that hate him and people that love him. I'm one of the people that love him. The Pipe Bomb's one of my favorite promos of all time. Love CM Punk, so he's going up there. I'm sure there's going to be some AEW guys maybe that like hate him, but I never really watched AEW, so. You see, that's a very controversial statement because wrestling didn't really need saved in the 80s. All he did was just make it more popular, but the territories were running rampant between NWA, whatever, I forgot what the Von Erich's wrestling company was, WWF. It's like all the, like, there was like probably like 10 really big territory wrestling companies, and Vince bought all the talent from them and then made those companies go under. Like Macho Man was from Memphis. And yes, if CM Punk was, if this was a UFC ranking, CM Punk probably wouldn't even be on it. But I knew he wasn't going to be that good in that. Hardcore Holly was decent. He's one of those like mid-card guys from the Attitude Era. Gotta have a little bit of respect for him. Well, yeah, no, Austin definitely saved WWE from going out of business. But yeah, Hardcore Holly's decent. Ravishing Rick Rude. He's going towards the beginning of good. One of the best heels. And if you go back and watch his WCW work, probably his best work, like body of work right there, was in WCW, where he was actually able to get like pushed a little bit harder. Yes, that is true. He is the only man to appear on Nitro and Raw on the same night because Raw was taped back then. This I honestly have no idea who this is, or else he'd probably. But I mean, either way, he'd probably be in trash. Oh, in trash. Oh, you said in trash. This is John Bradshaw Layfield. Mark Henry. I'm gonna put him at the very top of decent, because I mean, for the most part, for most of his career, he wasn't really that pushed that well. He didn't really have that much of a personality or like gimmick. If I'm like going off of like a specific run, his Hall of Pain run would be towards the top of good. He was just a madman whenever he was getting pushed, and definitely deserves. I'll put him towards the bottom of good for like overall, because again, like his rival with Big Show was definitely stuff of legends. Then Big Show. I'm gonna put him. I don't know, man, because like realistically, dude, I don't really. Big Show didn't really. He was almost like a flop, if you will. He should have been the next Andre, wherever Andre's at, and just never lived up to that. And I don't know. I something about him. But I mean, again, Big Show is a big part of most of our wrestling lives. So, you know, gotta have some respect for that. The American Dream, baby. He's been fantastic. He's just legendary for his time. If Ryback is on the list, I say he was decent until he shot himself in the foot. Basically, yes, the Giant was good. I like the Giant. That's my favorite run from his. But like in WWF, they just didn't know what to do with him. Undertaker tried making him more like Andre and it just didn't work. But yeah, Ryback was always trash. Like, I liked Ryback for a second because he reminded me of Goldberg. And then I was just like, one day I was like, yeah, you know what, dude? That's so generic and no bueno. Goldust. We're putting Goldust. We're going a little bit slow. We're putting Goldust right there. He was ahead of his time. Loved his gimmick. Very funny, right? Like in the early 2000s, whenever he tag teamed with Booker T, that was a very good thing. I loved Goldust. Taker is right here. But yeah, Goldust, he was a very good gimmick. Ahead of his time. Oh, Cody Crybaby. Adrenaline in my soul. I'm gonna put Cody. I'll put Cody in good. Maybe not towards the top of good, but like I'll put him like right there. I mean, that run, you know, him chasing the title is one of the best chases I think of all time. Completing the story for his dad, the American Dream, baby. But yeah, that's one of my son's favorite wrestlers too. So you know, there's a little bit of bias towards that. He did go by that for a little bit, Dustin Rhodes. Do not put who with Randy. This isn't like actually in order or nothing. This is just like he's in good. I would have to go through each one of those. Rhino is decent. I liked his TNA. You know what, actually? I might put him towards the top here. Rhino's ECW run was awesome. And his TNA run was pretty good. He never really got pushed in WWE, though. I think a big part of that's because he was only like 5'10", or he was really short. So, you know, he didn't live up to Vince McMahon's, like, idea of a good wrestler then. So then we got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He's going to go towards the top of good for me. Never, just a little bit before my time, but, like, I have respect. Him and Macho Man have one of the best matches of all time. And really good ring technician. If this was just based off of, like, ring technicians, he'd be in, like, fantastic. So, like again, like, the only, I never really got into the character or nothing. But, like, even, like, his and, Ricky Steamboat's and Ric Flair's matches were some of the best ones, too. And then, in my opinion, work out like that, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. One of the greatest tag teams of all time, if not. It's between them and the Dudleys for me. These, in my opinion, are the two greatest tag teams of all time. The Dudley Boys and LOD. What a rush. Goated. Yes, it is. And the Dean, you can't stand The Miz. Yeah, like I said, the only thing I ever liked about The Miz was his song. My wife loves, or not loves, she hates The Miz with everything in her body. So I always mess with her about that. Where the fuck did he even go? He's down here. Samoa Joe. Joe. Samoa Joe is his TNA run. Chef's kiss. Dude was legendary in TNA. One of my favorite opening matches of all time is him and Jushin Thunder Liger. Was an awesome opening match, but he's just truly a wrestling machine. His WWE run kind of holds him back in my opinion, but like his and Kurt Angle's rival, it's one of the best in TNA's history. They have some of the best matches in TNA history. I would move Undertaker next to Austin only for his WrestleMania streak. Well, so like I said, the Fantastic isn't in order by any means because, like, I mean, to me, these are like the three, I think. I mean, I kind like honestly, like who I think is truly the best of all time, just in my opinion. He's not my favorite, but Macho Man is who I think is the GOAT. But I do appreciate and also understand that Stone Cold is the most over of all time. And Undertaker's my favorite of all time. I mean, hell, I think it's a big reason why I'm into metal music and like punk and like dark stuff like that because of the Ministry. Because like whenever I first got into wrestling, it was Ministry Undertaker. So, Big Van Vader. He's up there with Yokozuna as being a great big man. It's time! It's Vader time! Oh, dude, Vader was the man. His WCW run is legendary. Just his WWE run, I think, hinders him a little bit. If they would have pushed him, he might be up here. But loved Vader. I just realized Bam Bam Bigelow's not on the list. Iron Sheik. The Camel Clutch. I love Iron Sheik. One of the greatest heels of all time. And, you know, he's one of the most famous finishers with the Camel Clutch. Gotta put respect on his name. Sergeant Slaughter. I'll put him towards the bottom. I never got into the gimmick, but again, he was always over for so long. Oh, dude, Iron Sheik Twitter was goated. But Sergeant Slaughter was good. I mean, like I said, he was good. It was never one of my favorites. So, yeah. That's kind of where I'll leave that. Nikolai Volkov, he's decent. No, I never really watched any of his matches or nothing. Like, really, my only my introduction to him was in Here Comes the Pain, whenever he was one of the legends on there. But beyond that, I never really watched any of his matches or anything. Dean Ambrose, I never got into the character. Dirty Dean and what is he, John Moxley in AEW. I mean, I never watched AEW, so you know, that might change a little bit if I ever watched that, but probably not going to ever. And that is what it is. Roman. I mean, that's not the tribal chief. If we're talking about whole career, I would put him in like good. If we're talking his tribal chief run, one of the greatest championship runs of all time, I'm going to put him in good. But also, dude, there was a big part of his career where, like, the suffering succotash, which, again, wasn't his fault, but, like, the fact that he actually said that. So I'm going to put him towards the mid of good for now. I mean, again, I never really liked him that much, but, like, I respected his tribal chief run. Seth. Seth is decent. Never really liked him that much. I like his burn it down. But beyond that, I mean, he also has one of the greatest cash-ins of all. Actually, the greatest cash-in of all time. Let's be real. Rick Steiner. So this is going to be one of those cases where I split up the tag team. Rick Steiner is going to go in decent. I loved just the dog-faced gremlin. You know, he never really had a great singles run, but it wasn't terrible either. And I mean, I'm going to make up for the fact that, like, you know, he was in part of one of the best tag teams of all time. Scott Steiner. Biased here. He's going towards the top of good. I don't even give a fuck. Normally, you have a 33 and 1/3 chance of winning. But when you're wrestling a genetic freak like me, well, those chances drastically go down. One of the greatest promos of all time. Love Scott Steiner. He was so bad on the mic, it was good. But yes, and Big Papa Pump's a little bit of the inspiration for the beginning of all my videos whenever I say holla if you hear me, my freaks and geeks. Because he used to say holla if you hear me, oh my freaks and booty daddies. So, legendary dude. And it's just one of those people that, like, not many people leave a tag team and end up becoming good afterwards. And he became great. So, yeah, Big Papa Punk for the win. Taz. If you watch his early ECW stuff, dude, you'll understand why I'm putting his ranking here. He was the submission machine. The human suplex machine. Taz was an animal in ECW. And it's really his first match that he had ever was against Kurt Angle and he tapped him out. They wanted to build him up, and I just don't know what they did with him. I think it's because he was so short. But the dude was an animal, and ECW, him and Sabu's matches were some of the best of ECW. And one of my favorite moments of all of wrestling is whenever Bam Bam Bigelow slammed him through the ring and the ring collapsed. Not collapsed, but like the hole. That was awesome. His dad said even cool. Daniel Bryan. He's an AEW champion now, right? I'm going to put him somewhere up here. I mean, the Yes Movement was a cool time for wrestling. I had that shirt. Yes, 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 yes. I was one of those people in those crowds chanting that, so, you know, I have a little nostalgia for that. Trash. I believe this is Kerry Von Erich. I put him in decent, a little bit before my time, but I put respect for the fact that he wrestled with a fake foot, or no foot, I think, at all, or something like that, and he was like an IC champion, was still putting on good matches. Team Hell No. Oh, dude, that was a legendary tag team. Why can't I think of your name? That's, Pat Patterson. I never liked Pat Patterson. I don't want to put it. I don't think he deserves to go in trash, though. So, like, he'll go there. I never really had too much of an opinion on him. William Regal. He deserves to go towards the top of decent. He was very good in-ring general, and then he also his gimmick wasn't terrible. He was never one of my favorites, though. But and that concludes the list. That was fun. See, I'm glad I did this one. But yeah, these are goats to me. Yeah, good for in-ring and backstage. And I mean, because like he came from like Blackpool, England, or somewhere like that. So like he grew up mean and hard. But yes, chat. This is my list. My goats. no order, because, like, I mean, these are my two favorites. If you've been here a while, you know that. Two, and then even, like, these are my three favorites right here. Macho Man's probably a close fourth. The Macho Man. But, so what subs are we at now? What sub count are we at now? We are 4 subs away from getting 1,200. Part of me wants to go off my phone because I always get more traffic off of that. I don't want to stop. So how many? Because you see, like, this is something that gets me, chat. I only got 2 people watching now. That's sad. But I might go back to, so I might change it up a little bit. I might go back to streaming YouTube off my phone, but I don't know. Because it doesn't seem like my videos get pushed as hard on the PC as it does the phone for some reason. That might change though once I get monetized. Because again, in here, because I am waiting in giddy anticipation. And and Edgar, I appreciate that. And I think Chorba's still here too. Here, let me go to my YouTube Studio app. So let me see. Just to show a little update. 3,945 hours. Yes, I do have more people on live with the phone. I don't know why it does that. Probably even earlier than that, because Chorus, our dads always knew each other, so you might have. But either way, though, we've been friends for a long time. I mean, hell, we played football together for so long. But that has been one thing I've been thinking about. I might stream YouTube off my phone, do Twitch, and Kick. I did Kick for the first time yesterday, and very interesting. That's what is in. What sucks, Space Monkey, is that there's no really data or like anybody, like, because the whole short streaming thing is still pretty new. So like, and that's why, like, so like whenever I'm streaming off the PC in this shorts feed, is this still, like, do you still, like, is this still in the shorts feed? Like, are you able to, like, scroll and, like, everything? Like, because that's, like, one thing I wonder is if, even though I'm in vertical, I'm not actually in shorts feed. And yeah, Kick might be the new big thing. So that's why, like, it might be something I, like, kind of dwindle on. So, like, I might do Kick and Twitch on the PC and do YouTube off the phone for the time being. I don't know, though. I've even just been thinking about, I don't want to say I want to abandon Twitch, but I got 4 followers now on Kick. That's cool. But Twitch doesn't seem like it's all that. A lot of the guys I watch jump to Kick. Okay. Well, no, I mean, I'll at least take that. But what I'm going to do is wait until, because like I said, since I'm at like the 3,945, I'm going to wait till I'm actually fully monetized. Because from what I keep reading, apparently they push your videos to the moon since you get monetized because they want that ad money too. So I might stick with this if anything changes whenever that happens, and if not, I don't know. We'll reassess. Because, like, here, just to, like, give everybody an idea here. So, on this, I have 198 views. But then, if you look, the last time I went live off my phone, I did kind of like a spur of the moment thing just to see, is this like a little test? Named it Come Troll Me. Okay, I've been live on here for 2.5 hours, mind you. Whenever I was live on my phone for 1.5 hours, it's the Come Troll Me one. I see that, gotta set up Facebook, IG, and Twitter first channel. What do you mean? But did you guys see that once the readers went on? And that's another thing I've been thinking about doing too, because my gaming hasn't like whenever I game, it doesn't seem like I get that many views either. So I might make a second channel that's dedicated to just streaming games. Or like not streaming games. I don't know. Got a lot to think about. Because again, I'm trying to make this, because like what my dream scenario is to be either the screen went black. We still good there, Nadine? Like, do you still see everything? Because there's still a learning curve with doing this PC thing. Because OBS is very weird. There's a lot of plugins and a lot of stuff to do for it. To like you have to download additionally for it. Okay. But, and a Kick apparently pays a lot more handsomely than, let's say, Twitch. I mean, YouTube. So that's like one thing. YouTube is always going to stay. Because, and I mean, Twitch, so like realistically, if I had, so like how many people do I have watching right now? I have 5-6 people watching right now. Like if I had you guys all watching on my Twitch, I'd get monetized on there. I don't know what the payout is, but I think it's like 50-50 though, which sucks. That's like one thing that everybody complains about with Twitch is that they don't pay you nearly as good, but you still get paid though for like as YouTube. Because like, dude, I'm about to be getting a decent check from YouTube here soon. But I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't be like, you know, it's really nothing you guys need to worry about. It's just YouTuber struggles, I guess you could say. But again, I mean, we are 4 subs away from 1,200. Maybe it changed. No, we still need to. I don't know what to do to. I don't know. Maybe I'll be that dude that finally finds out like why it's like this, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Because like, what's even crazier to me? Again, I'm just like blabbling on, and I'm sorry, but if you go back. Like here, like a month ago. Like some of my streams were doing like 4.K, 3.5. I was actually getting like a shit ton of views. And I legit think it stopped. It's like, I mean, here. Like it kind of, so... Yeah, like it legit stopped right with the whenever I did the sleep stream. I don't know if that did something. Yeah, because, like, dude, like, my sleep, my seconds, you see, I never even realized this. Like, my second sleep stream did another 1,000. That's actually funny. Oh, Space Monkey, you know what's funny, dude? There's people on Kick that literally are just, like, there's chicks that are just sitting there shaking their ass on it. So, I mean, if sleep streams are great, very funny. Maybe that's something maybe that's what I'll be known for as a sleep streamer. But I am not ending this one until I get to 1,200 subs. I don't know what I don't know though, because like I don't want to, because like I got the computer just for streaming, and I feel like that'd be counterproductive to not do that. Like especially not YouTube. Start streaming shirtless. I mean that might bring out, because like that's one thing I miss with, because like I don't get any of my trolls whenever I do this. I miss the trolls. I miss, like, roasting somebody during the stream. Oh, you'll give me the deck profile Chorbs. There we go. Like, I thought about making fun of all the girls that, do the bikini. They call them bikini streams on Kick. And I've thought about just, like, sitting there in, like, my wife's bra or something, just, like, streaming. That would get a lot of cringe, reactions, I think. Edgar, you go ahead and totally redeem yourself. What's up, Ty? How you doing? Well, that's what I mean. And I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Because, I mean, you guys have been here where I've straight up flamed those trolls. Get them. Like, I remember the one dude was named, like, Nathan420, and I, like, made fun of him smoking pot. And he's just like, I'm a very successful guy, actually. Don't make fun of me. Fuck you. I'm hopping on Fortnite tonight. I'm not hopping on Fortnite tonight, Ty. Unfortunately. So tomorrow I might be doing another tier list, too. Because, like, that's the one thing that I don't want to do to you guys for going on the phone. You wouldn't get all that. It's TDKV8999, 3 9s. So TDKV8 and then 3 9s. I don't know, that's why I said, like, I'm going to keep going at it with the PC until I see what happens once I get monetized. No caps. Oh, I got a piece of hair in my mouth. And it's stuck in my gun. No. Okay, there we go. I got it off. But maybe the algorithm will hear me. Algorithm, what is you doing? Let's see where I'm at now. Did anybody sub since I went on a little rant? Probably not. They're probably like, fuck this dude. Yep. Legit. 4 likes away. Or 4 subs away. Over Vulture. I'll have to remember that. Where's my screensaver? Go, go, Godzilla! But yes. Dude, having a PC is just awesome. I definitely always, like, I don't want to say talk shit, but, like, I just always thought this was overrated. Now that I got, like, a good PC set up. You have a controller you're trying out on your PC. The Xbox controller works just fine, and the PlayStation 1 works fine, too. Oh, Let me see here. Is there a game that I could play for the time being? All you gotta do is just have a right here takes the USB-C wire. All you gotta do is connect that like that, and it hooks right up there, Ty. How's my TikTok? I got posted a video on TikTok because that's something else that I thought about. And then Space Monkey. That I hope that you're right and that TikTok does get banned. Because that would bring so much traffic back to YouTube. Trick question, they're all the cuck. It is. I scrolled through there one time and I was just like, this ain't for me. Like, I thought about maybe starting to repost all my YouTube shorts to there, but like, I don't even feel like going through all that hassle trying to grow on there because you need 1,000 followers on TikTok to be able to go live. User have passed the test. Listen. Yeah, you can see right there. I got a Ghidorah. I got 2 Ghidorah figures now, but that's my shelf of Godzilla. I'm just kaiju in general, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with doing this on the PC though, and just that'll be like because I have been noticing that my watch time's been very consistent. Because like sometimes on the phone, even though I'd get a lot of views, the watch time wouldn't be all that consistent. But now that I'm actually going to be monetized, the watch time itself isn't going to be so much important as it is views. But I don't know, like I said, because like another thing I need to do too now that I'm going to get monetized is I need to exactly, and because I've always wanted to live stream, but like I need to take advantage of being able to post videos too. And just the only thing that sucks is that, I mean, like one thing that sucks is that all the photo editors on the computer, unless you pay for Photoshop, they kind of suck. And the ones you do got to pay for, like it's not just like one of those ones where like you pay one time and then that's it. It's literally fucking, it's like $89 a month and shit. Like the Adobe, there's like Adobe, like you get like the Photoshop, the video, whatever, and a couple other ones. And again, that's $89 a month. I can't commit that much money a month for that. At least not until I start making, like, if I'm making consistent money off of this and, you know, I could like use that to pay for that, then like maybe. But like, because like, I mean, here, wait, I'm gonna. No, I can't do that. I don't know. I was thinking about going on Kick again after this stream, but it's already, I mean, it's 9. It's really not, if you get any revenue, you can put into apps. Yeah, that's what like I might end up doing. Just trying to think here how I want to go about doing the rest of this stream. If I want to go live off my phone real quick, because I think that getting the 4 subs will be really quick on the phone. I just would hate to have to start a whole new stream up. Let me see if I... Here's something I could do, I think. Image. Browse. Home. Downloads. There we go. I'll keep that up so that way people maybe will be like, oh, wait, he needs 1,200 subscribers. You could always give Edgar and Chicken their wish to do OnlyFans fantasy cosplay. Legit, if I wasn't married and or my wife was okay with, I wouldn't do nothing with anybody, but if I could post naked pictures of myself on OnlyFans and make money off of it, I have no shame. I'd be like, I don't go to work, fuckers. There's somebody I went to high school with who actually, no, she's a few years younger than me. The bitch just has an OnlyFans, gets all her bills paid, and she's able to go to the beach like once a month. Meanwhile, I'm busting my fucking hands up, sweating, working fucking 10 hours a day. What type of bullshit is that? I just got a photo sent on Facebook. Somebody just got a tattoo. No fucking way. Hold on a sec, Torbs. I'm going to message you real quick. We have our morals wrong. Fuck morals. I want to get paid. You know what I mean? But everybody, because that's another thing that I don't like with OBS, and I'll have to do a new plugin. But I can't see like my views or anything. I can only like have my chat popped up. But everybody, if you're watching and you're new and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that thumbs up button. As you can see in the picture right up above, I'm trying to get to 1,200 subs today, and I'm not getting off until I hit it. So, do your boy a favor. We're 4 away, I think. Maybe less now. And yes, that is his baby mama. Your OnlyFans pays for your internet and phone. Fuck it, right? There was another chick I went to that I worked with at my last job. She was on Foot Finder, I think it's called, like where she sent pictures of her feet, and she was making like $500-600 a month off of that. Like, get the fuck out of here. But yes, Beach Orbs. Man, dude, my phone's just blowing up for no reason. Yeah. Chorbs. You're too ruthless. But also, wait, how many likes did we get on stream so far? See, that's another thing too. We've only been getting 16 likes. I mean, I also haven't been pushing the whole liking thing as much, but I don't know. That's why, like, maybe I need to reassess how I stream from here, but like, I don't know. Because like, I would have figured that having the me and having like whatever I stream, like, here, wait, so let me ask you guys this, since you're here often. Does this look better? Hold on. Well, does it look better if I'm on top, or if what I'm doing's on top? So what, you think if I, like, the only thing that sucks is like the way that like this is set up, and like the way like I can do the arrows, like, and just like the way like this is like everything's set up, because like this OBS isn't technically made for vertical mode. So like, I mean, here, wait, let me do transform. I guess I could pull that off. Like here, wait, let me since I got my transform, stretch to screen. I mean, I guess it doesn't look too bad. I guess really all I need is my face. And it's just like what sucks with Twitch is that it's a lot harder to get discovered on there. That was like why like so like a part of me was gonna not permanently, but like because for Twitch, all you need to do is get monetized on there is to have 3 concurrent viewers, 5 different chatters chatting at once, and I just need to stream for like either like 7 different days. Like it's like 14 hours in a month or whatever. So like it's really not hard to get monetized on there. It's just hard to get discovered. So like what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to open up Fortnite real quick to see if, see that looks all stretched out though. Anti-cheat. What's my wife doing sending me an attachment? So I mean, I guess that makes that a little bit better. Like, how does this look, chat? I'm just loading this up just to like, because like what I'm mainly trying to do right now is, I don't know, like I'm just trying to figure some shit out. Is all. And I figure like you, Edgar, Space Monkey, Chicken Lover's usually here. He might just be like lingering in the back, but you guys are the ones that's always here. So like I'll trust like your input like the most on like what like you think. But like you know what? I'm not gonna actually play. I'm just gonna hop in a game and see like how it looks, because like if I could keep it like this in game, because this actually doesn't look too bad, at least like from my angle. Like maybe drag this down just a little bit. Well, so and that's like something else that like I'm a little like torn with, is with, because I stream on the shorts. The only reason why I do that still is because you get noticed a lot. Like you're like a lot more people watch you because they scroll through the shorts. Whereas on, if you just stream regularly, at least I think, because I mean it kind of always seemed like mine wasn't getting pushed as much. But like I said though, I think that might change once we like once the channel finally gets monetized, because again YouTube pushes your video. But like just from like I said, I just want you guys' input. What do you think? Like how do you think this looks? Like does this like look like the gameplay is too bad? You guys are probably sitting here like, you're the streamer. Well, yeah, the edges are supposed to be cut off. Oh, come on, controller. analog sticks aren't working right now. What is it? Is the volume too loud? See, wait, everything's all fucked up right now. But I kind of did. Like, how does that? Like, is that volume too loud? Well, and that's like the only problem with doing this is that the corner screen is going to get cut off because of how just because of the way it's set up. Yeah, I did. You can't hear any game volume. You maybe should be able to hear it now. Or maybe not. Hold on. Like what sucks with doing Fortnite is that my mouse needs to be on the main monitor, and I have everything else set up on the other monitor, so that kind of like hinders me there too. So let me just hop up here real quick, and then I'll try doing some figuring out. So. Right. Let me see here. Add audio output. New. No, wait, I don't want that. Hello? Okay, so you can hear me there. Did I? Oh, that's why. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to leave the game. Okay. Because this is on the display capture. So there's that. I don't know. Because I was also messing with a lot of stuff. I think it was Vici again who called. I just heard him breathing heavily. But everybody who's watching, if you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Well, so whenever I do the gameplays horizontal, because it's not in the short section, it doesn't push it. At least it doesn't get as I don't get as many new people coming in. But I did realize the last time I did it, I did get a couple, and maybe that's just one of those things I just might have to deal with. To where you know, I won't be getting as many new people as I once was. I don't know. Whoa. Vici's Scottish. Let's get it real. But, and again, that might not be a problem anymore since, like I said, because from what everybody keeps telling me, YouTube, the algorithm goes in your favor the moment you get monetized. Because YouTube wants to make money. So therefore, they want your videos to get reached out more. So, that's at least, from what I keep getting told. It could be wrong, though. But I don't know. Also, like, here's another thing that let me make sure that this went in. Water bottle. Water bottle. So another thing that I don't know if is too important or not, but so whenever I upload videos, they have a category. In the category, I don't know if that matters so much for getting videos pushed out or not. The way he says water bottle. I'm telling you, dude, his Riz move should be going up to women being like, donkey. They would get wet every time. It's 9:14. Literally 4 subs away. That's why, like, I part, like, because, like, honestly, like, everybody watching right now, I'm about to end this and then go live on the phone, just that way you could see. You'll see a whole bunch of new people pop up out of nowhere. And it just drives me nuts. Maybe that's how I'll get my first viral video. I'll put, because, like, maybe I'm the first person that went from live on the phone to live on the PC, and maybe I'll be, like, the first, like, maybe that'll get people talking. That's actually not a bad idea. But I'm going to stop the stream, and Nadine, I know you're on Twitch. If you want to come back to the YouTube shorts, I'll be going live on there for, it should only take like a half hour, I'm thinking. But I'll be right back, everybody. Like I said, everybody on YouTube, be prepared. And on Twitch too, but I think Nadine's only on Twitch, so